everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Cecilia Gibson from Kaleidoscopes and Polka Dots, and today I am going over my favorite top 10 books. And in no particular order, because that was really hard, but I do have a number one. Otherwise, they're pretty much all even Steven. I read a total of 75 books last year. I have never counted how many books I read in a year. I know that it's way less than 50. I thought 50 was being ambitious, but the fact of the matter is that I was in school for so long that I kind of just didn't read. I just read all my textbooks, and that was my reading for the year. Oh, I discovered GOODREADS last year. Did I already say that? I don't know. But it was really cool. I really like all of the stuff that they do for you. They do recommendations. If you like a certain type of book, genre, they give you all sorts of recommendations. So, of course, my TBR list grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And I wish I could read so much faster than I do, but c'est la vie. And I also loved that they put up like that collage of all the books that you read. Anyway, getting on to my countdown. At the top of my list, and this is not the number one choice. At the top of my list, I'm going to start off with Rainbow Rowell's Fangirl. Oh, I loved Fangirl. It took me a while, actually, to get into it, but it was not because of the story itself. The story itself was amazing. It totally captivated me. Once I got over the narration, I listened to it, which I should have just stopped listening to it once I realized it was interfering with my enjoyment of the book. I should have stopped there, but I didn't. I powered through, and it was towards the end that I actually purchased my own copy. But I expect that once I read it for myself, I will enjoy it like exponentially more. The narrator was just a little monotone to it, and then there wasn't enough differentiation between when Kat is writing something. Sometimes it just seemed like she was thinking it instead of saying it, but she was actually writing it, so that was a little confusing. So I don't recommend the audiobook, but I do highly recommend the story. The story itself is, I think, timeless for a good film. The next story is David Levithan's The Lover's Dictionary. Oh, this should be sipped like a good, smooth, fine wine. It is brilliant. So, this is a love story. Like, no, when people say love story, I think everybody thinks sex. At least that has been my experience whenever I search for love stories. Everybody comes out with all these graphic, sexy novels, which is fine, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good romance, a good love story, and this is definitely it. And I mean, the journey of a love story, like, it has its highs, it has its lows, it has a beginning and an end, and it's very short. It is very short, but I don't recommend reading it all in one go, because I think you miss some of it. You miss the journey, the emotions, the experience. The next book, I count it all as one because I read the whole trilogy. I read The Hunger Games for the first time this year, and I made a video of it. I'll link it down below if you're interested. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I hated it and I loved it. That is not a genre. Dystopian is not a genre that I generally gravitate towards, but all the movies were coming out, and everybody on BookTube keeps on referencing it as they shipping this, they shipping that. By the way, I still don't understand the shipping thing, but whatever. I really loved the entire series, but I hated the concept of the capital, and I hated the exploitation of the children and the reality arena. The whole thing was just so damn wrong. If you are at all like thinking, should I or shouldn't I read the books, because the movie is really so good and so captivating, I'll give you one thing. I think the movies do a good job with visuals, but it doesn't at all touch upon the thoughts that are going through Katniss's head and the development of everything. I don't even think that somebody who hasn't read the books really understands how horrible Snow is. But I think you should definitely pick up the books. Give them a go. Yeah, just give them a go. This year, I read Northanger Abbey, and I went into it thinking, oh, this is a short Jane Austen book. I should get through it rather quickly and not think much about it. I don't know why I thought that. Because it's an Austen, and Austen is just so wonderful. I read Emma this year as well, but Emma, I mean, I just knew I would love Emma, but Northanger Abbey was definitely a surprise. This story follows Catherine. Catherine is the youngest of all the heroines in Jane Austen's novels, and she's 17, and she's very youthful, vibrant, naive, and just so sweet. So sweet. I loved this book so much. I think that if you've never read an Austen at all, you should start definitely with Northanger Abbey and then move on to my favorite Pride and Prejudice. My next book is actually a nonfiction book, and it's not really a book. Well, it's an essay, and it is called We Should All Be Feminists. It is so enlightening and so powerful. It definitely makes you think that we should all be feminists. I don't know, there is something about this essay that is just so poignant, and it isn't angry, but it's definitely enlightening, and I think we should all read it. Book number 6 is My True Love Gave to Me, the compilation of short stories that is edited by Stephanie Perkins. I loved this short story collection so much. So I will tell you, it gets progressively better. The first story is really good, and I think it's written by Rowell. The second story, the one about the fox, that is an example of an author being way too ambitious. It started off really good. Started off with a lot of potential. I really liked it at first, and then it kind of all comes together rather quickly and loses its magic towards the end, and that is just a format that I just really don't care for. My favorite story is written by Matt de la Peña. It made me hungry, and it made me fall in love, and it made me cold and it was just very endearing. I really liked it. I liked most of the stories, to be honest. There is so much diversity in this collection. I just loved it, and it's something that I will definitely read over and over and over again. Maybe not from start to finish, like the whole thing. I'm definitely skipping that fox story, but all the other ones are really lovely. Okay, the next story is something that I read not too long ago, and that I also posted a video about, so I'll link that down below, and that is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. Oh my goodness, this story, I won't get into it too much because I already did a video, but I will say, for those of you that already read To All the Boys I've Loved before, I think, and if you're one of those that just didn't really care for Laura Jean's, immaturity or lack of character development in the first book, you should definitely pick up this book. I thought she was so darling. Of course, you have to be into darling, cutesy type stories because that's what you're getting when you pick up this book. The last book I'm going to mention, and my favorite book of 2015, is P.S. I Love You by Cecilia Ahern. This book, from beginning to end, I was just so into it. It's a chunker of a book. It's a chunker of a book, I'll give you that. But it goes so quickly. It reads really well. I mean, really quickly. And it is so emotional and so beautiful. I loved the family and the friendships and the love letters, the monthly love letters. Oh, it was just so sweet. It was so perfect. It is definitely my favorite love story, other than Pride and Prejudice. It is definitely, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I loved it. I think we should all go out and pick us up some Cecilia Ahern. I'm reading another one right now, so I'll get back to you on my thoughts on that one. Okay, and I also post a lot of little reviews, mini reviews on my Instagram account, so if you're interested, go follow me there. I am at Kaleidoscopes, Polka dot. I will leave my little handle up here somewhere. So that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what some of your favorites were. If we had any in common, I would love to know that too. I love to gush about the books that I love, so let's gush together, shall we? Yes, let's shall. Anyway. Okay, guys, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you very, very soon. Bye.